Lord Chesterfield letters to his son. London, October 9th, 1747. Dear boy, people of your age have commonly as unguarded frankness about them, which makes them the easy prey in bubbles of the artful and the experienced. They look upon every knave or fool who tells them that he is their friend to be really so, and pay that profession of simulated friendship with an indiscreet and unbounded confidence, always to their loss, often to their ruin. Beware, therefore, now that you are coming into the world of these preferred friendships. Receive them with great civility, but with great incredulity too, and pay them with compliments, but not with confidence. Do not let your vanity and self love make you uh, suppose that people become your friends at first sight, or even upon a short acquaintance. Real friendship is a slow grower and never thrives unless uh, engrafted upon a stock of known and reciprocal merit. There is another kind of nominal friendship among young people which is warm for the time, but by good luck of short duration. This friendship is hastily produced by their being accidentally thrown together and pursuing the same course of riot and debauchery. A fine friendship, truly, and well well cemented by drunkenness and lewdness. It should rather be called a conspiracy against morals and good manners, and be uh, punished as such by the civil magistrate. However, they have the impudence and the folly to call this confidency a friendship. They lend one another money for bad purposes. They engage in quarrels, offensive and defensive, for their accomplices. They tell one another all they know, and often more too, when, if a sudden some accident disperses them, and they think no more of each other, unless it be to betray and laugh at their imprudent confidence. Remember to make a great difference between companions and friends, for a very a com- complacent and agreeable companion may, and often does, prove a very improper and very dangerous friend. People will, in a great degree, and not without reason, form their opinion of you upon that which they have of your friends. And there is a Spanish proverb which says very justly, "Tell me whom you live with, and I will tell you who you are." One may fairly suppose that a man who makes a knave or a fool his friend has something very bad to do or to conceal, but at the same time that you carefully decline the friendship of knaves and fools, if it can be called friendship. There is no occasion to make either of them your enemies wantonly and unprovoked, for they are numerous bodies, and a I would rather chase a sincere neutrality than alliance or war with either of them. You may be declared enemy to their vices and follies without being marked out by them by as a personal one. Their enmity, the next dangerous thing to their friendship. Have a real reserve with almost everybody. Have a real reserve almost with almost everybody, and have a seemingly reserve uh, with almost nobody. For it is very disagreeable to seem reserved, and very dangerous not to be so. Few people find the true medium. Many are ridiculously mysterious and reserved upon trifles, and many imprudently communicative of all they know. The next thing to the choice of your friends is the choice of your company. Endeavor as much as you can to keep company with people above you. There you rise as much as you sink with people below you, for, as I have mentioned before, you are whatever the company you keep is. Do not mistake when I say company above you, and think that I mean with regard to their birth, and that that is the least consideration, but I mean with regard to their merit and the light in which the world considers them. There are two sorts of good company. One which is called the beau monde, and consists of those people who have the lead in courts and in the gay part of life. The other consists of those who are distinguished by some peculiar merit, or who excel in some peculiar and valuable art of science. For my own part, I used to think myself in company as much above me when I was with Mr. Addison and Mr. Pope as if I had been with all the princes of Europe. What I mean by low company, which should by all means be avoided, is the company of those who, absolutely insignificant and contemptible in themselves, think they are honored by being in your company, and who flatter every wise and every folly, every vice and every folly you have, in order to engage you to converse with them. The pride of being the first of the company is but too common, but in very silly and very prejudicial, uh, and very prejudicial. Nothing in the world lets down a character more than that wrong turn. You may possibly ask me whether a man has it always in his power to get into the best company, and how. I say yes, he has by deserving it, provided he is but in circumstances which enable him to appear upon the footing of a gentleman. Merit and good breeding will make their way everywhere. Knowledge will introduce him, and good breeding will endure him to the best companies. For, as I have often told you, politeness and good breeding are absolutely necessary to adorn any or all other good qualities or talents. Without them, no knowledge, no perfection whatsoever is seen in its best light. The scholar without good breeding is a pedant, the philosopher a cynic, the soldier a brute, and every man disagreeable. I long to hear from any. Uh, I long to hear from my several correspondents at Leipzig of your arrival there, and what impression you make on them at first. For I have argues, uh, for I have argues with 100 eyes each, who will watch you narrowly and relate to me faithfully. My accounts will certainly be true. It depends upon you entirely if what kind they shall be. Adieu.